Hey guys, what's up? Endgame with another Diablo4 Spiritborn build guide, and today I want to show you maybe the best speed farm build in Diablo 4 right now. The Quill Volley is still the better hit push build. The new Crushing Hand build is so good, and the original build is from aceofspades, so props to him, and you can also check out his video. I will link his video in my description. So let's gonna start. As you can imagine, it is a version of the Lord of Kepeleke, which will turn our skill into a basic skill with no resource cost, and after we accumulated 100% resource, we're gonna guarantee crit, and we're gonna increase this crit by the percentage of our vigor that we spend, and we're also gonna have the Banished Lord talisman, and if we have, I think, around 225 primary resource spent, then we're also gonna overpower with every hit. So these are the two main combinations that we need. We also gonna have resolve stacking, because we're gonna have the aspect of the redirected force that will give us more crit strike damage the more block chance we're gonna have, and this is bugged. It is only kept at the tooltip, and also we gonna go for the aspect of the interdiction, because the more resolve stack we're gonna have, the more block chance we gonna also have. This another damage multiplier, and also the most important one is the Wizard Shield. It is currently bugged. It is not based on your basic life, it is based on your maximum life. So as more max life you will get, the more damage you will do with Wizard Shield. So how are we gonna fix our resource generation for our 100% uptime off-road of Kepeleke? As I said, I still don't have a 100% uptime because I have really shit gear right now. But there's basically a calculator from Sanctum, a really cool Diablo 4 community member, and also a content creator, where you can just put down your numbers and then you will get your total vigor generation up there. So you can get your intelligence resource generation that you will have in the town, and also the character vigor generation, and also the vigorous passive, the measured ravager, and this will also go up higher if you have short of the false death. So try to also get short of the false death, and we also don't have the ring of the midnight sun any longer, because we gonna craft a chance to restore our primary resource on our gloves, and with that value we can get our resource back to 100% with or Road of Kepeleke, so we need high amounts of lucky hit chance. So as I said, just go into your intelligence tab, then put it down into the planner, and then also go for the vigor generation tab, and then also put it in the planner. And if you still have some resource problems, just go for the Ring of the Midnight Sun. I will also post a budget version of it. So after we talked about the resource generation, we gonna talk about the gear now. So before we're gonna talk about the gear, please leave a like and a subscribe, would boost my channel tremendously. Also write down some questions in the comments down below, and also follow me on Twitch, where I will also play my newest build before they come on YouTube. So for the helmet, we have the aspect of the apprehension, so we're gonna get up to 40% more damage if our enemy is feared, and because of our Scourge, our enemy is always feared. So for your effects on your helmet, you should get maximum resource, max life, and also dexterity. These would be the best ones, because we're gonna need maximum resource for our Kepeleke, so we're gonna have enough vigor, and also max life. Also increase our damage from vigor shield, and also our overpower damage. And also for your temper, go for either resolve stacks or resilence stacks. So we're gonna have one temper with resolve stacks and the other temper with resilence stacks, because resilence will give us a huge chunk of max life, and because of our damage scale with Banished Lord talisman and also the vigor shield, we're gonna have crazy damage with resilence. And also try to triple crit either your resolve stack or your resilence, and also get barrier generation. I also don't have a good value on here. Cool thing is, because we're gonna playing with smashing hand, we already have a 30% barrier and then our other bulwark, so you need a little less barrier generation to cap your barrier on your max life. So just look on your life and look if your barrier is kept on your max life. And also for our chest, for the bis one, go for the Shroud of the False Death. It will give us 1 passives to all and also huge max life all stats. But if you don't have it yet, go for a legendary chest with the duelist aspect, so we're gonna have more ferocity stacks, and also try to get Dex, max life, and also try to get armor on it. Yeah, I know we don't even need armor, but it is still better when you don't have that good gear, so try to get armor before you're gonna get your shot of the false death. For your temper, go either resolve stacks or resilience stacks. Because I have resolve stacks here now, I still want to have resilience stacks here. I need to change this and also go for barrel generation. On utility, I just didn't hit it. And also for your gloves, and this is really important, you need a luck hit chance to restore your primary resource. The best one, if it would be a GA one, and also get crushing hands ranks on it, and also max life ranks on it. You can also get attack speed ranks on it. Because we don't play with the aspect of Moonrise, I'm trying out the unrelenting aspect from the crushing hand. You can also play with the Moonrise aspect, so you're gonna have more basic skill damage as also more attack speed. But if you also want to go for more AE, go for the unrelenting aspect as me, and then you need to go for attack speed, because we're gonna need 99% attack speed on our sheet. And also for the tempers, go for overpowered damage and also vortex size. For the aspect, as I said, unrelenting aspect. And for your pants, go for the aspect of the interdiction. It is really important for our resolve stacking and our blockchain stacking. And for your affixes, go for dex, go for max life, and also go for basic skill rank. For your tempers, go for barrier generation and also ranks to resilient. For your boots, and I have the aspect of haste in it because I can go faster. Yeah, it's not the best one if you're gonna try to push, so get a damage one. The aspect of binding morass or the aspect of apprehension if you have the aspect of short or short. But it is really nice for speed farming, so we're gonna zoom really quick. So go for the aspect of haste if you just want to speed farm with it. And also for the affixes, go for max life, dex, and also either some res if you need them, or if you just want to go full damage, just go for some movement speed. And for a temper, go for movement speed as also vortex size or barrier generation. And also masterwork your max life on this one. And for the pants, max, try to get a J on dex and also masterwork your resilient. So for our weapon, as I said, we have the Rod of Kepileke. They fixed the chance for core skills to twice, so we want to have a J on maximum resource as also chance for core skills to twice, and a high enough crit strength multiplier as we can get, and then also try to triple crit your core skills to twice. If you still need a Rod of Kepileke, just write in the comments down below that you need one, because I have many of them in my chest, even someone of them with JA max resource. And for your amulet, go for the Banished Lord Talisman. So I didn't hit the maximum life with JA, so that's really unfortunate. Other than that, it's a really nice amulet. It's a really good roll. Also try to get the highest overpower crit strike damage as you can, and also try to get ultimately a GA on your max life, because this will be your most damage boost, and also get a triple crit on your max life. A GA on core skills is also nice. The overpowered damage and attack speed is not that important. And for your first ring, go for the aspect of redirected force for more crit damage after we block. Also go for dex life, go for max life, and also go for chance to make your enemies vulnerable, because we don't have a vulnerable in our hands with the crushing hands. And also go for offensive overpowered damage as your resource temper. Go for resource cost reduction. And for a second ring, we gonna go for the aspect of Fellsoothsayer. So apparently this is a bugged one, and it will shatter your enemies for absurd amounts of damage and will double dip with triple dip. Yeah, it will do so much damage. It is completely bugged. So when you cast an incarnate skill, enemies around you become vulnerable for 5 seconds. We're gonna cast Armored Hide and Arracher as often as we can. And killing a vulnerable enemy echoes up to 55% of the killing blows damage another nearby enemy. So you always need to kill at least mob. So if you want to fight a pit boss, you always need to have at least one mob, so you can triple dip this crazy value onto the boss. So it's a really good item to just farm your enemies in a speed farming scenario. And for a second, also go for max life, go for lucky chance. You can also go for lucky chance in here, because we're gonna have the gloves now. And also go for dex, and for tempers, go for overpowered damage as also resource generation. For Runewords, it is really simple. We're gonna have the Pokque in our main weapon, so after we spend 300% of our maximum life or maximum resource, we're gonna get the Jewel's Earthen Bulwark, and also our helm, go for the Xal. after invoked a skill from another class 2 times, you're gonna get 20% more max life, so more overpower damage is also more vicious shield damage. Or you just armor go for barrier generation, so you're gonna get the barrier cap. Just try to look how much you need for your jewelry, just go for 3 of your diamond. So for skills, I'm gonna have a separate Chaplana when I'm gonna have the Shout of False Death, but right now I don't have it, so I will present you the budget variant with it. For basic skill, just skill 2 points, you can get to your core skills. For core skills, max out your crushing hand as also the rampant crushing hand, so we're gonna do more damage. The more resolve we're gonna have up to 45% damage, so it's also important to get high amounts of resolve stacking. And also we're gonna get 1 point into follow through, and also we're gonna get 3 points into vigor, so we're gonna increase our vigor gain for a lot of Kepeleke, and also we're gonna have 3 points into balance exertion for more core skill damage for our crushing hand. For focus skills, we're gonna have 1 point into vortex, is also the measured vortex. So the cool part is because we always gonna have a barrier, we also gonna knock down our enemies and we're gonna stun them. Also go for the Ravager, is also the enhanced and the measured Ravager. Thanks to the measured Ravager we can replenish huge amounts of vigor, and we also gonna port to our enemies. And also go for the Apex, is also the focal point for more damage, and also go for 1 point to Mirage, so you can get 3 points into unrestrained power for more damage while you're unhindered or unstoppable. For defensive skills, go for 1 point to endurance and also 3 points into perseverance. This is another huge damage reduction multiplier because of our huge resolve stacks. And also go for max strength into armored heights. We're gonna have a 100% uptime for our soothsayer aspect, as also the reinforced armored height, so we're gonna get a block damage reduction. Also go for 1 point to Scourge, is also the adaptable Scourge, so we're gonna deal the life of our enemy, and we're also gonna do more damage against crowd control enemies. 1 point into anti-venom if you're gonna need the poisonous. If you don't need it, just don't slot it in. Also 1 point to patient guard for more block chance. For potency skills, max out Resilient, it's also dominant, and also max out potent, also furnace for more crit sack damage in general, and more max life. Ultimate skills, go for 1 point into the Hunter, is also his glyphs for more damage. Max out Resolution for more elite damage, max out Spirit Human for more max vigor, and also max out Supremacy damage. And for key passives, we're gonna go for the Prodigy's Tempo. For Spirit Hole, we're gonna have the Checker in the main one, and also the Checker in the second hall. The funny thing is, here is the same thing. The Checker is also double dipping with your damage, so it is a huge crazy damage multiplier. And last but not least, we're gonna have our Paragon board. So this is still a Paragon board with 212, so it is not even perfect. It is really a midi-core. I will also post a midi-core Chaplana like mine is a 150 and maybe also a 250 or 300 into the Chaplana, so you can affect it how you want it. And for your first glyph, go for the Colossal, so we're gonna have more damage each stack of resolve we're gonna have. For your next board, go for the Revealing. We have a chance to knock down our vulnerable enemies. Also gonna increase the damage again. We're also gonna get life, more attack speed, and also we're gonna have the Spirit for more crit check for more damage in general. And for our next board, we're gonna have the Vicious Shield, as I said, our huge damage multiplier. Also get Bristle for more damage reduction while you have a barrier, and also Slayer for more armor and max life, and some nice notes here. I already need a mythic armor for more stats. And for your next board, go for the Scepter. This will be another Spirit regeneration for our crushing hands and our lot of Kepeleke. And also go for the Hubris Cleave, so we're gonna have more resource because we're gonna need these nodes here, so we're gonna have as high as maximum resource as we get. And for your last spot, go for the Infighter, so we're gonna get up to 18% more attack speed and up to 9% more damage after we dodge. Also get some max fire rest and fire rest nodes, and also the Headhunter Cleave. We're gonna get bonus to all normal nodes within the range. Also get outmatch in this board. So you can also check the rest of the key nodes in the Chaplana. As I said, yeah, I'm still a low level, so I need to slot them in each by one by each node. And for the Merc, go for Subo in the main one. This is still experimental shots for me because of the lucky chance you're gonna get. If you want to go for more safe space, go for Ra here and damage against taunt increase, but I like the Subo for the lucky chance. And for your reinforcement, go for your Bayana for your Bloodthirst, so you're gonna get more attack speed. I hope I could show you a really cool build. So this is, I think, the best speed farming build in this game right now. Quill Wall is better for pushing, but Crushing Heads is really good for speed farming. And if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel tremendously. And also please leave a like on my Twitch channel, would also appreciate a lot. And until the next video, bye.